It is a fact of life that everything has a trade-off, and so you have lots of options before you. Let's go through some of these. One option you can do in your Bitcoin journey is that you can do nothing and you can be all alone in your tiny little internet bubble. And of course, the upside of that is it's the easy thing to do, but the downside is that you're going to make no friends along your Bitcoin journey, and that's not going to be nearly as fun, and you're going to get rich in Bitcoin and be all alone without the kind of relationships you built here in the early days, which is right now, because you are definitely not too late to Bitcoin. Now, another option you can do is that you can go to a free meetup. You can go meet person in your local area, and that's great. Those things are wonderful, but you're not always sure about the signal to noise ratio of random people that are showing up for free at some random restaurant or some bar in your local town, right? Now, another option that people do then is, well, I'm going to go fly somewhere or drive somewhere to a big Bitcoin conference of some sort. And those things are great, but the downside is that you're going to spend thousands of dollars on a conference with thousands of people in a large city, a city that maybe is somewhere you want to go, maybe not, right? And you're going to probably be staying in a conference room most of the time, in hotels, indoors, in a big city. Nothing wrong with that, but it's just a trade-off. And you got to plan everything, all your meals, all your transport, and you may only get 5 to 10 minutes with some of your favorite Bitcoin personalities and folks, and you'll be able to meet them in that kind of corporate setting. But there's another option that most people are not aware of. And that option is that you can join Camp Nakamoto. It's totally different from any of these other options. It is an outdoor, family-friendly Bitcoin retreat coming up here in October of 2025. Absolutely gorgeous. It has a private island. We're literally going to be on a private island talking about Bitcoin, making friends, connections, and having all kinds of business ideas and finding out ways to get to know each other better and hopefully grow in our Bitcoin journeys and our businesses, as well as in our lives as a whole. This event is put on by the Mass Adoption team out of Massachusetts, really good friends of mine, and I'm happy to be helping them with organizing this event. The event is October 10th to October 13th in 2025, so it is beautifully timed, not only in a beautiful place, but with autumn colors. I mean, look at these pictures, absolutely gorgeous. You're gonna feel all kinds of FOMO for not making it to this event. Absolutely gorgeous, most beautiful place in all of New England in the most beautiful time of year with some of the best people in all of Bitcoin. Who specifically? Well, this is our guest list so far. The guest list includes, we have Natalie Brunell coming to Camp Nakamoto, as well as Mark Moss, Luke Broyles, myself, yours truly, Joe Consorti, Dave Foley of the Bitcoin Opportunity Fund, Michelle Weekly, Anders, and Matthew Liziak. We also have Tim Kotzman, surprise speakers coming along the way. We have Texas Slim coming, DJ Valerie, Adam O'Brien of Bitcoin Well, BJ Dichter, and Larry Lepard, as well as James Lavis. We have an awesome guest lineup coming, and really all these people are coming because this is the exact kind of event that we all want to have. Something that's a lot more slowed down, a lot more relational and friendly, instead of a much more corporate go kind of environment, right? This is the kind of event, if you're wanting to slow down, if you're wanting to have all kinds of fun activities with these individuals, instead of just meeting them in the hallway and saying hi and shaking their hand, getting a quick selfie. If you actually want to make friendships with fellow Bitcoiners, whether you know them or not, recognize them or not, awesome opportunities abound at Camp Nakamoto. There's going to be Twilight Foliage Cocktail Hour Cruise. There's going to be Bitcoin Road, Arts and Crafts, Lightning, Karaoke Event Night, Bonfire Night, Color War, all kinds of fun things. You can reserve your spot information. I will get to here in just a moment. But the point here is that this is not your typical meetup. This is not your typical conference, okay? You're not going to leave this event having met other people. You're going to leave this event having many friends that you made along the way. Relationships you're probably going to carry with you into the coming years to come, right? It's going to be 4 days, right? The same dates I mentioned before in mid-October of 2025. So it's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be multiple days where you're going to have with these individuals, right? Unlike a typical conference where you're spending thousands of dollars to be in an indoor room in a stuffy environment with a lot of people, it's going to be outside, outdoors, sharing moments, sharing memories with new friends. Also, everything's planned for you, right? This is something that I think a lot of people, myself included, appreciate, is that you don't have to deal with the logistics. Your lodging is covered, your food is covered, and your activities are planned for you. It's going to be really fun. You will have options, no matter if you're someone that's super physical and outdoors, or if you're somebody that wants to take it a little bit slow and relax. This event is family friendly. A lot of people are bringing their friends, their families, their neighbors, whomever it is, that person in their life that, hey, I want to orange pill that person in my life, and they're sick of me sending them video podcasts. Let's do something in person and have a good time in the process, right? So this is a perfect kind of event. If you're looking to bring loved ones or business partners, it's going to be a great kind of event. Also, it's going to be especially good for business partners and business minded folks, because we're going to have all kinds of masterminds and discussions of everyone sharing advice, giving feedback, pitches, whatever it is. That kind of stuff, is going to be something that we're all trying to grow as well. And so we would love to have you join us and participate in that, because we want to see as many Bitcoin people and Bitcoin businesses succeed as possible. Additionally, the special guests, many of which I already named. However, there are surprise guests that are not yet on this list that you are going to definitely want to make sure that you make it to see, as well as virtual surprise guests, which again, you will definitely want to make sure you do not miss. Okay, these will be massive FOMO kinds of things, right? So no matter if you're into Bitcoin, entrepreneurship, trying to merge them all, or if you're just trying to improve your life and get life advice from people, this is going to be an awesome time. And again, we're trying to build friendships. And most of all, of course, you're going to have bragging rights, right? In a few years, when Bitcoin's millions of dollars, you're going to be saying, yeah, back when Bitcoin was under 5 million bucks, I spent a few days with so-and-so, hiked with so-and-so, and had s'mores with so-and-so around a fire, with a glass of whiskey or wine, or whatever it is, right? It's going to be an awesome event, unlike any other kind of event in Bitcoin that you've ever seen or been to before. If you want information on how to get the best deal to come to Lake Winnipesaukee for Camp Nakamoto in October of this year, information on how to get there, dates, times, questions you have, if you want information on all these kinds of things, feel free to contact me via the information on the screen here. Here's the phone number. Text that phone number, Camp Nakamoto details, as well as your name, email, and what questions you specifically have. Happy to answer those questions and keep you up to date with the most current information, as well as the best discounts on your tickets. Information also is in the description below this video. If you can't text me for whatever reason or don't want to, feel free to go to the information in the link in the description below. Okay, I want to clarify, spots are limited. Okay, most people watching this video, if they wanted to try to sign up, would not be able to sign up, right? This is not because we're trying to force people out. We kept tickets very cheap for a very long period of time because we want as many people to come as possible. We want all the plebs to come, but the reality is that this is an island, this is a private island, and so you can't fit 1,000 people on the island. In fact, there's probably going to be less than 100 people on the island, and the reality is that many of the people on the island already are claimed being speakers. So spots are very limited. Highly encourage you to get your tickets as soon as possible before Bitcoin price continues to skyrocket and demand for this event continues to grow. There are options. Not everyone wants to be a big outdoorsy kind of person. You have the opportunity to be in a hotel on the mainland and then ferry out to the island every day. You have the option to camp, and of course, which is what I'm going to do, I'm going to be in a log cabin, because I think that's so cool to be on a log cabin in the middle of an island in the middle of one of the most beautiful places in America. I want to clarify, there are less than 10 tickets available at the current price, right? Tickets probably will be available after that. However, there are only a few tickets left at the current price point, so highly encourage you to spend your sats on something that is going to stay with you forever. Not a new Lambo, but memories with Bitcoiners, lessons, life lessons, and relationships you'll get to carry along with you for hopefully the rest of your life. So do not delay. And if you do delay in buying tickets, you're delaying at your own risk. So highly would encourage you to text the phone number on the screen, reach out, let's have a conversation, let's answer your questions, let's get you signed up to join us on the island before spots sell out or before the cost for those spots runs out. But the point is, whatever you do, no matter what trade-off you decide to have, highly encourage you to make friends in Bitcoin. And if you're somebody that wants to have friends in Bitcoin in a high signal, low noise kind of event that's outdoors in a family-friendly kind of setting, highly encourage you to reach out to the phone number on the screen here and join us at Camp Nakamoto here in October of 2025. You are definitely not going to regret it. Thank you, everyone.